Hello, you lovely people, and welcome to episode 3 of the Forged Worlds. Now, in the last episode, we managed to find ourselves this lovely little area with a river at the back and an ocean to the front over there. Now, we also managed to build up our lovely little campsite here, getting ourselves up, small amount of storage, a little bit of a tea farm, and also getting ourselves this initial area set up for villagers. Now, bit of an important thing, I put the villagers back in the chest because, for whatever reason, they were not treating the beds as their, beds. I think this has something to do with how I built the tents, I don't know. So, we're just gonna have to leave this be for now. Yeah, no, we're just gonna have to leave it at that. Now, at the end of the last episode, I said that I wanted to get to work on actually starting the colony. More than just this base camp, but as in like the mine colonies colony. That includes setting up a bridge to that area over there, that over on the other side of the river, to get ourselves both a mine and a lodging house set up. Getting ourselves a builder's hut, which I'm thinking of building on this little plateau bit here. And finally, we're not going to do the town hall build this episode, but we're going to place it down to actually get the stuff started. But I also want to start with a bit of a port, or at least the beginnings of one. Simply because, while I was collecting resources in between episodes, as you probably saw from saplings and all that had dropped, I had a couple of wandering traders pop by, giving me some leads, which gives us some boat builds. Of course, we could, from the small ships mod. Now, I believe that there are some mods, sorry, not some mods, some boats that are not from small ships that I can craft from mine colonies. That's what I'm getting at. But we're not going to really go with that one just yet, and even then, that's going to be after the port is fully constructed. Now, I have also cleared off this area just to, get things ready for the episode. So, let's go into here. You can see all the tools that I have been working with. I'm going to grab ourselves our build tool and also our town hall block. And let's see. I'm going to... Whereabouts can I stick things here? Fundamentals, town hall. Now, as you can see, bit of a build. So I'm just going to quickly adjust it, also switch our packs to, I think, Nordic spruce? Do we want to go with the Norse sort of theme? I don't... Does that fit? Let's have a look. Does a Nordic spruce fit what we're looking for? There we go. That's nice. I like that. But what we're going to have to do is push it back a tad. Let's see. Yeah, we push it back there, extend out. Oh, we're going to have a bit of a big extension on the back here, though. But I can work with that. I mean, like, this area here is mostly to be gone at some point anyway. So I reckon that this is a good spot to just stick it. And what does it look like at level 5? Oh, that doesn't... Okay, yeah, that fits. I'm just gonna click done, and I'm gonna actually run on over to bed because the mobs and all that will be coming in a very quick second, and last thing that I need is things dying on. And sleep. Okay. Goodness me. Get through everything there. But we can right-click here, we're not going to bother with this one. In the year 13 after Creeper, we formally laid down the foundations of new settlement henceforth. Let's just call it the Fourth World. I guess I am not creative enough to bother with getting something different. We pledge to steward the land with care, ensuring safety, prosperity, and well-being to all who call it home. Furthermore, we solemnly commit to fostering constructive relations with potential neighbouring settlements. I don't believe those exist here, because I'm playing single player. May this covenant stand as testament to our shared dedication to building a better future for ourselves and generations to come. There we go. Now we can make a bit of a flag. I'm probably going to leave it for now, but I do like this sword one. Oh, that's the Australian flag. Hold on. For a white. Yeah, that's the bloody Aussie flag. We're there with red. Yeah. Right, okay. Caught my attention there. Goodness me. Alright, I'll leave it for now. I'll probably knock that out at some point. But yeah, look at this. We're all set up. I believe I'm supposed to be getting colonies now. Colony color, we'll go with a dark aqua, why not? Oh, there we go. We now have citizens. But you're a bloke. Wait, hello, I just arrived here and wondered if you needed any guidance in setting up your colony. Nope. We will just work with what we've got for now. Big thing that we are going to want to focus on first with Carleo Harris here is we're actually going to want to start with a builder's hut. Builder's hut we're going to build on this side of the island to start off with. Simply just to, you know, develop things a little bit further. So first thing that we're going to want is builder's hut. There we go. We just need a door and some planks. We'll just use some leftover stuff that we've got lying around, because I don't want to eat into the resources that I've prepared. And we'll go like such. Stick. There we go. And perfection! Look at that. Absolutely lovely. I need to grab some extra food. I'm not running low on food. What are you talking about? But yeah, we've got a couple other blokes around, so I think the big thing is, where do I want to stick this first building? I want it to be accessible, and I kind of want this area to be more like an entertainment slash, like, kind of it's the entry point to the city, right? Because there's going to be a port. You walk down. So here's the plan. So we got the port here. This is where people will mostly be coming in, like tourism, trade, and all that sort of stuff. So I want them to walk up here. We've got the town hall here, which will be kind of like the hub at where people do their ads and such. So we'd want to build this hut nearby, so probably there or something. But we also want things like a tavern and some standard shops, things like that. So I think a lot of the villager stuff will be around here. That's kind of what I'm envisioning. But yes, we're going to need to build a hut nearby, though. So, right. Oh, you know what? Over here looks good. This should do it. Fundamentals. Build this hut. Alright. Have a look. I think if we move it back there. See, is that the front door? I think that's the front door. Okay, cool. And it's mostly spruce, which I mostly have the resources for. Oh, I am a fool. Alrighty, let's have a look through here. I like it, I like it. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and accept that. Brilliant. I understand how this works. So we're going to manage workers. Now, who do we want to hire? By the looks of things, Carly Harris is our best builder. Best for those things. So we're going to work with her. Build options. So let's have a look. Anything that we need to collect. We're going to need gravel. We're going to need a fair bit of torches. And I think that's really all that we need to gather. What does the rack require? Rack. Oh, iron nuggets. I've got that. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll go build options, begin building. Okay. Amazing. So now, Carly Harris will make her way over to the build site. So let's just go ahead and grab our lovely resources. We know that she's going to need 4 of those. We can set up some logs to start smelting. We'll mostly just rely on that. And we'll take our spruce. So just dump some bits in here. I think she only needs a couple of wood. She's also going to need resources like a shovel to clear out this area.
You are so wise.
Did you just call me wise? So we'll go into the inventory and we'll just stick those in there. Head. Oh, I've already got charcoal in there. Cool. Makes my life easier. Now, yes. So here's how things go. So she needs a shovel. To begin work on those things, I believe I've got a stone shovel.
Without this, I can't work.
Inventory. Can you work with a stone shovel?
Where's the courier?
No, you cannot operate without a wooden shovel. Of course you bloody can't. Okay. That's why I have the extra wood. We plan for these things. There we go. I'm probably gonna need a couple. Oh, so you can bloody work with the stone shovel, you sook.
It's a fine afternoon.
Yeah, take the bloody wooden shovel as well. Goodness me. Okay, now with Carly working on her builder's hut over there, it's time that we actually get started on our own work as well. Because we are not going to be a lazy head of this colony and civilization. What we're going to do is we are going to get started on the bridge. Now the bridge, I'm thinking we're going to make it... We're going to start it here, and we're just going to build it across like so. But there we go. So we've got the bridge spanning across. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to make it 5 in width. So we're going to push it over that way. Probably going to terraform this area a little bit more, make it a little bit nicer. But at the time being, we're going to have a 5 wide bridge just going across. And then we can start kind of quelling the forest a little bit more. I've already begun work on that. To make it more usable for a forester and a mine. Because those are going to be the 2 next builds that we're going to have Carly working towards. And it'd be better for us to begin work on the terraforming, so that way she has less to do. Makes things more efficient on all fronts. Daffin X Crawley seems to already have taken quite the liking, though. 1, 2, 3, 5. I believe that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, okay. I'm sorry, I double-checked that. Like, what, 4 or 5 times? I guess it's in our best interest to sleep as well. We want to ensure safety. Speaking of safety, we're going to move Siegfried over to the town hall because he's going to act as their guard. So sleep, amazing. Grab Siegfried. Alert mode on. Follow me up here. All those people up there, they're probably all that's probably wants and needs. Oh, we're also going to need to get food sooner rather than later because I'm not the only one. I will have you patrol here. Okay, so yeah, I think this is actually a good point to do the first time lapse of the episode. So we're going to build up this bridge, and while Lee works on her thing right there, and we'll see how things go from that point forward. So let's begin. And look at this. Our bridge has been constructed. It's coming along together quite well. Now, the next big thing that I want to point your attention towards is the progress on the builder's hut. This has been going along quite well. It's just been in the background while I was doing that. Plus, also just organising a couple of other bits and bobs. And I'm quite happy with how it's turning out. I like its position. Things like this tent will be moved. But yeah, the next thing that I'm wanting to work on now, though, is the beginnings, at the very least the beginnings, of our port. Because that is going to be probably one of the most... Well, I think, like, in terms of the economy, right, of this hypothetical civilization, I am going way too deep into it. But how I want this to operate, as I said before, is I want it to act as the main entrance point for tourism, trade, and the works, to be from here. So most of the entry point will be coming in from here, moving upwards past this, and into here. So we're going to want this to look quite grand and nice. So I think I'm going to pull up some reference images of what a port would look like, and we'll just get started on laying out the foundations, I reckon. At least until that's done, which might be a bit sooner than I think. Nevertheless, alrighty. we have the builder's hut all done. Now, I am still working on the fort, so still got some work to do myself, but take a look at this. Nice little area here. And the extra build supplies are just in there. Is there anything in here as well? Yeah, extra resources there. So, we're already making use of the new storage, which I'm quite pleased with. But now, we need to work on the next big thing, because we've got 3 other workers, well, 3 other colonists that aren't doing a job. So I think that we should start getting to work on the next big thing. Which, if you take a look as to like what I've been building a lot with, and also what I have remaining in here, we need a lot of bloody wood. That took, I think, like 5 stacks of logs, and it took me bloody hours to get that much wood. Like, I'd come home from work, and like I'd just be farming wood. So, what we're going to do is we're going to hop into here, search up the mine, there we go. So we just need some wood and a pickaxe. Well, we'll use the wooden pickaxe. We've definitely got the wood. So we just go like this, like that, and build tool right there, and we've got ourselves a mine. Amazing. Okay. Oh wait. I didn't even want the mine. I go, oh yeah, I want, you know, logs, so I get the mine, which gives me stone. Alright, let's see, where's the logging place? Is it the forester? I believe so, yeah. Yeah, there we go, so I just need to get myself an axe, which I've got plenty of. I've prepared. Alright, I think it's just the same thing, so... links like so... axe and build tool. Gives us 2. Ooh. We might build 2. We'll have to see how we go with that. But yes, we'll sleep the night away first. Need to ensure our safety. Right. So between clips, I just did a little bit of checking of things, and I came to the realization that, yeah, can't build over there because I haven't expanded out that far yet, because I put my town hall, the center of my thing, over there. Which means I need to place things within the border, near that border, to get things to be able to actually start placing things there. So what I've done is, I was just crafting up a couple of builds to get started on, but it means that I'm not going to be able to, I'm going to have to either do more in this episode, which I don't even know if I have time for, or I reorganize how I'm going to do things. But no matter what, I am going to be forced to build this guard tower. So we're going to have to go here, re-enter our border, and what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to go into, I believe, is it in fundamentals? No, it's going to be in military guard tower. What we're going to need to do is we're going to need to make sure that our guard tower is within our border, which appears it is not. So we're going to have to push it out a couple of blocks, a couple more, and raise it up by 1. I think that is in line. Now what will this look like at 5th level? We'll kind of bounce around over here. Also, I am having issues with food, funnily enough. So whereabouts is the door? I want the door to be accessible from this end here, because we'll just have it be the guard tower for this area. Up, up. There we go. Alright, how's it fitting? Alright, I'm happy with that. I think I'll move it a little bit more like that. Yeah, we've got plenty of space that way to work with. And if we put it here, then we don't need to do all too much terraform. We're still going to need to do a fair bit of terraforming to make this work, but it's within reason, I reckon. I can make it work. Goodness me, that's probably going to be... making this work is going to be work and a half, especially because we just put down the bloody bridge. Goodness me. Oh, or I could I've got things I can do with it. First off, working with level 1, so we'll just place this down here. Amazing. Okay. The block is missing it. Whatever. Alright. Build options. So we need a little bit of cobble, fair bit of spruce, some torches, slabs, ladders, dirt, and planks. I think we've got the stuff for that already, so we'll begin building. Amazing. We'll just go on off, do I have the stuff in my inventory? I do not. That's fine. We'll get started on crafting. I'll slap all the things in there. Make it so that way Carly has everything she'll need. And we'll continue with the time-lapse of building our fort. We'll take a look at this. Now, still working on the fort, but our lovely tower has been constructed. And it's expanded our reach for where we can build things. There we go. So we can build all the way out to here, which will be enough for a forester's hut, I reckon. But it does also mean that we've now got to make this work somehow. That's gonna be fun. Terraforming project, I guess. Oh, we could also, we could try and make it appear. I have no damn clue, in all honesty. But we've got ourselves, I believe he is our guard. Is he employed? Sure. You're a druid. I haven't. I swear we're supposed to have a guard. Let's go ahead and have a check here. Manage workers. Never mind. Okay, I guess we do have one. He is our guard. Alright, whatever works, I guess. I'm not familiar with that. But we now need to work on placing the next big part of our project, which will have to be in our fundamentals and our forester's hut. Now, I've got to work out how we're going to go about with this, because although we have although we now have more space, we actually can't go out that far. And we'll need to push it back here. Perhaps this way a bit. Flip it so that way door is like that. There we go. We'll push it back. Side a little bit. Is this working? It's on the border. And how far back can I go? Yeah. Is this looking? We can go far pretty back. Okay. I think this is a good spot for me to put it. We're going to have a lot of digging, though. I reckon I'm going to need to get some more shovels for Harley. But we'll stick this here. And we shall... Where's the block? Oh dear. I think I need to start digging it a little bit. Oh no. Oh, I'll be back with you in a second. I'll get this thing set up to build, and we can continue with the port. Oh dear. Alrighty. Now, we have done a good chunk of the board. I'm quite happy with the progress here. Got ourselves some lovely walkways and also a wall. It's not much, and it's not detailed. We're not done with it. But I think this is a good amount of progress for us to start looking at boats. Now, you'll see I've got quite a lot of boats, and that's because we're going to be making two various boat things. I really should have brought a crafting table with me, but we'll just duck on over to mine just over here, and we will craft the two things that we're going to do. First thing is from mine colony, so if we just put boats in the boat shape, we get a supply ship. If we do string like such, chests here, boats here, here, sail there. Is that how it's done? No, let me just double check. No, I believe... Yes, I wanted this. A Drakkar. So now we've got our two lovely ships. So let's run back over to our port, and we'll start by placing down our supply ship. Let's just duck on over. I'm going to place it over by that little bit there, because I think that's just a really good spot to have a stagnant ship. So let's go. We shall... I think we're going to have to clear off this kelp here, so let's just do that really quick. We're going to need it for... We might want it for create, I don't know how we're going to go about it. Alrighty, now that that's all cleared up, let's place this. We'll just select our style, and we'll probably go with... Probably do the same thing as we're doing for our thing, I reckon. We could do cavern. Cavern's cool. Base supply ship. There we go. It's a bit big. But you know what? I think it'll be fun to have something like that. Yep, that's kind of what we're looking for. I believe that's matching, but we want that to kind of line up here. Alright, I like that a lot. And I believe that's how we want it to go, so click check. There we go. Yeah, I was wondering where the ladders were, but if we go here, take a look at this. This has actually come along quite well. We've got ourselves our stagnant boat, which has a bunch of signs. Oh, it comes with a free auto smelter, which is very cool, including some iron. Oh. Now, we're not really going to use this as a starting base, it's more just for decoration, but we'll take the bits from it. We might as well use it. Might stick some villagers on it. But nevertheless, I think this will definitely add to the feel of our kind of area, I'd say. Makes it feel good. I am speaking very good. It'll make it appear more lively, I reckon, especially if we start adding villagers to it, at least to the boat. Now the next thing is my own personal vessel, the Oak Drakkar. I am almost certainly pronouncing it wrong, but let's place it down like so. And oh, there we go. And our first lodging area has been finished. We can just shift out of it, and look at that. We've got our own workable vessel and a big galleon that's... I think we'll kind of have that be kind of, for lore, have it be that be a trade ship and that just be a personal vessel. I don't know. We'll play around. We're gonna get some more ships. Probably not ones like that one. Maybe in the distance. We'll see how it goes. But the port's starting to come together. And let's go check out our new lodging station, because we're also going to need to set up some axes. So we've got a bloke there who's going to start working, but we don't want the wood that he's going to be collecting. We're going to want predominantly spruce and oak. So let's craft up some axes. There we go. That should be enough. We can then run on over. We're also going to need to terraform it by the looks of things. But I also need to get myself some spruce saplings. That's another thing that we're going to need. Oh, a little bit of damage there. Yeah, let's run on over. Here we are. Okay, let's see. So, Tristan.
I'm waiting for something.
I'll work on it. I'll fulfill your request. Inventory. I'll give you those axes. Alright.
Without this, I can't work. I'm waiting for something.
You also need a hoe. Then, guess I can supply you with that. Alrighty. So, we've sorted out the hoe situation, and we've got our mine here all set up. Now, I did a little bit of studying, to put it mildly, just mapping out where this would work with our chunk borders, because we only have so much space that we can work with over here, right? Like, we need to expand by building more things. And what I've sorted here is we are going to make use of the medieval spruce pack. We're going to go with the basic one, which just means that we're going to be working with this for now, which just means that we're going to be using a custom block. I think it's pretty good. It's just a fundamentals one. It'll be easy to set up. So we're just going to click that. We're going to pop on over here, build options. See, look at that. Like, genuinely, we just need coarse dirt, which is some gravel, and some framed spruce planks, which I'm certain I can craft rather quickly. I need to set a builder. So, build options, builder, Carly. Big build building. There we go. Look at that. Lovely and set up. Which means that we can now go and grab... We'll make sure that she's got all the resources that she needs for the build. And we'll start terraforming that area. Make it actually work. And just like that, the mine has been done. Now, goodness me. I'm gonna end the episode here. I'm incredibly pleased with the amount of progress that we've made. I mean, like, excluding like the initial resource gathering, most of this was done within a day. Yeah, like, genuinely, like, the port took me about, like, 45 minutes or something like that. Like, the bridge was about half an hour. Really, the biggest thing was me just waiting on the mine colony stuff to work their magic. So, I'm actually really pleased with it. Yeah, I was able to get some other work done. But with this, I'm I'm just really happy with it. Massive progress, and you can very much see it. But we have a lot of progress done, but that doesn't mean that we are free, so to speak. We still have a lot of things that we need to do. I mean, like, I wanted to build a second forester's hut, but, you know, couldn't get that done. And also, we've got plenty of things that we need to work through. We also need to sort out storage, which hopefully this warehouse will knock out. We've also got a guard tower and the second forester's hut. So we have things to make. So, yeah, we've got things to work through on tomorrow's episode. Not tomorrow's, on the next episode. Now, I'm going to actually go ahead and I'm going to let the episode continue on for a bit, because I want to do a little bit of a walkthrough, just to kind of show off the base and what we've got so far. I'm primarily just going to do like a walk from here through to, you know, the industrial districts, but I'm really happy with how it's turned out. So, enjoy the walk, and let's continue. And I'll see you in the next one.